everyone, Special Game 75 here today. Today we're playing Sakura Succubus 4, Part 13. Yeah, this is a long one. So I think this one, I should do like a full gameplay today. And then from there, I think it should be over like this. But let's see what I can do. Alright, let's get started. I thought this is quite mysterious. Until I began to hear particular noises emanating through the walls of my bedroom. When Hazel finally emerges, she was trembling, her eyes tearful. She was largely unresponsive for the rest of the night and sat in the corner with her arms around her legs. What the hell? She looked like she'd seen things. I thought it's impolite to inquire as to precise the details of said things, but my imagination is good enough that I can make an estimated guess. I've seen enough adult videos, and judging by Marina's creativity, she has too. I think this should be almost done. Hifumi's gentle voice interrupts my musings. She smells her glass of steam up from the miso soup and says, "Would you like to try some? I'd very much appreciate your feedback. I'm no top chef, so I doubt I'd be much use. But sure, I'll try a bit. Thanks, Hifumi. It's no trouble. Drink up. There's plenty more where it came from." Hifumi holds a spoon to the pursed lip laden with miso soup. There's a chunk of tofu sitting atop the spoon, along with a few curlicues of green onion. From closer quarters, the smell is even more tantalizing than it was before. I'm already starting to salivate. Saliva coming down his throat. I dip my head, then take the spoon into my mouth. It's delicious, but I expected nothing less. Hifumi's miso soup is mild, but it's not bland. It's seasoned to perfection, just the way I like it. The green and onions give it a nice, subtle crunch. What do you think? Do you like it, darling? Milk toast compliment like that would be doing your cooking a disservice. I don't just like it, I love it. I'm very glad to hear it. Hifumi smiles brightly. I find cooking relaxing and enjoyed it for many years. I like to think I am somewhat competent at it after much trial and error, but do not wish to grow complacent. One can always improve. The moment one forgets this, their skill begins to decline. It is the same with karuta and even with acting. I have been studying your eating habits closely and have been striving to make food suited to your taste buds. I am gratified my hard work has paid off. It sure has, Hifumi. It has. I don't think you've ever served me anything that tasted bad. This is even better than my mother's cooking. My. That is a lovely compliment. I am flattered. You sure are. Though perhaps you should not tell your mother this. I would not wish to compete with her, not if she is to be my mother-in-law one day. That's pretty bold of you. I nudge you from in the side of playfully. Are you that dead set on being my wife? I have never been more determined about anything. I may be an actress, but my feelings about you are wholly sincere. I will not content until I am walking down the aisle to greet you dressed in white. For such a mild-mannered woman, Hifumi looks awfully fired up. I swear I can see the fire blazing in her violet eyes. Do you think your parents would approve me, Hiroki? They might balk at the idea, my being several years older than you. I would not wish to cause a rift between you and your family. It's fine, I'm not super close to my family, though I do visit them from time to time. They've been nagging me to settle down with a nice girl the last few years, my mom in particular. They'd be over the moon if they knew you showed such an interest in me. You're as nice as they come. And since you're older, you'd be able to keep me on the straight and narrow. My mom thinks I need somebody to whip me into shape, somebody like her. I smiley rarely while scratching my cheek with one hand. I told my mom a couple of months back I was in a relationship mostly to get her off my back, but I was vague with the specifics. She seems disbelieving enough that I found one girl, let alone 6. We did find 6. If she knew on top of all that, the flame idol Yamamoto Hifumi was included in my harem, she'd never shut up about it. Even my dad would be excited to hear that. He's been a fan of Hifumi for a while, and he owns every single one of her movies. Oh, that's... yeah, that is something. I'm afraid his gushes might perturb Hifumi, and it'd be certainly annoy my mother. She's kind of possessive. Man, thinking about this is giving me a headache. Why, dear Hiroki? Have I done something to upset you? Nah, it's not your fault. My mom's just clamoring to meet you, is all, but I haven't been upfront about how famous you really are. I want to keep all the Succubus stuff under my wraps. It's kind of unbelievable, but she'll have to know the truth eventually. I don't want to hide you from my parents, not if you're so serious about this. I'd like them to meet you, but then I feel obliged to introduce them to the others, and that would be hard to explain. I understand entirely. That is why I have not pushed you upon the matter. I trust you will do what you think is right, Hiroki, to further our relationship. Though, if you need any help explaining matters to your parents, you can rely on me. I am Yui's advisor, and I like to think I have some diplomatic skills. Ooh. At the very least, I am less abrasive than some other my sisters. Hifumi laughs as I do. Abrasive is a pretty good way to sum up of Ayu and Marina, and maybe Yui too. They have very strong personalities. Well, we need not to worry about it for the present. We came here to enjoy ourselves, not fret about the future. I apologize if I have cast a pall upon things, my dear Hiroki. It's not a problem. I'll have to think about the logistics of this sooner or later. One guy can't just date a six beautiful woman and expect the whole world to be okay with it. My parents might need some talking around, but you're so mature and motherly, I know they'll take to you at once. With Ayu, it might be a different matter. What about me? Ah, shit. Shit, she just came in right now. Damn it. Ayu marches into the room. Her hands on her hips. Her hair is tied back into her two signature twin tails. And though it's early in the morning upon her face, she's already wearing her signature scowl. I guess Ayu wouldn't be Ayu if she wasn't a bit pissy, but I do wish she could chill every once in a while. Are you whispering behind my back? That's not very ladylike of you, Hifumi. Really, why you gotta feel this way? I'm disappointed. Yes, you are right. I apologize. Hiroki and I were only speaking of his parents and how they might react upon meeting us. It is quite a heavy topic of conservation. Dwelling upon it would only spoil the food I have, so please erase it from your mind. Did somebody mention food? Oh, jeez. Damn it. Hazel's next to the entering the room, a wide smile on her face. She's wearing not her jogging gear, but her casual terry, and her hair and skin look damp. I guess she must have had a shower after run. That was awfully fast. I'm starving for me, and your food smells great. I need to get some carbs into my belly after all the exercise. Is it done? Almost done. I've just about finished with the miso soup, and it just looks like the rice is also ready. I prepared some pickles last night, which we can eat with our food. There's fried mackerel too. Alright, mackerel? This sounds like quite a feast. But of course, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I would be a poor excuse of an older sister if I could not satisfy all your appetites. With all that type of food, wouldn't cereal, those stuff could be for lunch or dinner. Couldn't all that be couldn't you just have cereal at least? I don't want anybody going hungry. You're such a goody. Ayu pulls a face. Please excuse me while I vomit. Yeah, she's gonna vomit. Yeah. Oh my heart. Are you alright, Ayu? If you feel ill, I could get you a glass of water. Thanks for your concern, but I think I'll be fine. It was just a turn of phrase. Yeah. She's got a cringe in her face. You sure? You do look kind of pale. If you've gotten vom, could you do in the bathroom? I don't want you putting me off my food. Please. It's not like I'm going to throw up. Literally. Idols don't do that. I mean, most idols do when they're sick. I mean, everybody does when they throw up. They don't? No, it'd be totally off my brand. My fans hate me for it. But throwing up a normal bodily function, even for us succubi, don't your fans know that? Next, you'll be telling me they expect you to never pass gas or use the bathroom or... Enough. Ayu yanks on Hazel's ponytail so hard she squeals. Why are you talking about my bodily functions? It's way too early for that. So you be alright chatting about it in the back afternoon? Of course not. Ayu's face burns red, her cheeks puff out like a particular affronted hamster's. As if you tell you what I do in the bathroom, I'd rather die first. No, I'd rather you die. Wait, what? Please don't tell me you're into that kind of thing. What thing are you talking about? I have no idea. You know, I'm talking about the dirty stuff like, well, pee? What? Wait, pee? Por, porphyromonas? Porphyromonas? Gingy veils? That's pretty dirty. I never heard of these words. I'm learning more new words than school. What? No. Ayu glowers at Cosmos, who's only just entered the kitchen, still blurry-eyed. What even is that? It's a type of bacteria commonly found in the mouth and the ass. Oh my! If only looks only mildly bemused, but Ayu's face is even harder than a furnace. I bet you could cook KBBQ on her cheeks. KBBQ? How do you know about that? I was looking up cosplay ideas the other day, and you decided you were going to cosplay a sexy bacterium? Why not? It would be interesting. Other girls cosplay sexy boats or King's Arthur. Well, sexy boats, that of course you got Azure Lane girls. Like, I can just pull up one right now if I want to, but yeah. Azure Lane girls, like, people cosplay as them. That is true, I guess, but why bacterium? See, yeah, this is surprising that my school doesn't even teach us any of these type of words. I'm learning more of these words than in video games than school. That's something. I like bacteria, they're cute. Like hell they are, you weirdo. Ayu snores and takes a seat at the table. Are you gonna plate up the food? If women, I like to eat sometime during this century, but don't give me too much rice. I need to watch my figure. Yeah, you sure do need to watch that figure of yours. And you need to start growing out these two right here. If you're worried about your weight, you can always come jog with me. And try to keep pace with you? No thanks, you're built like an Amazon, and I'm meant to be a cute, delicate idol. Besides, you're too annoying to spend more than 5 minutes with. Am I annoying? You're very annoying. Ah, really? Just like the annoying orange, huh? Yeah, the orange. Everybody knows that. If you're worried about your weight and you don't want to exercise, you could swallow a tapeworm instead. A tapeworm? Are you fucking crazy? No. They absorb nutrition from your gut so they can eat a lot but keep slender. But no, that's even worse. They're very useful. And cute too. What? No. What is with you and finding weird things cute? You must have worms in your brain. Who has worms? Uh-oh. Damn, she pulls up. Maria's the last day to deliver. She's wearing white sundress and her hair looks neat and silky. She casts an eye about the room, taking us in the rest. Her gaze upon Ayu. Grinning, she says, "Do you have worms, Ayu?" No, I don't have worms. Alright everybody, let's settle down. Ayu's right, we shouldn't discuss such matters now. You can resume your conversation about worms later. It does seem very interesting, but for the present, I would appreciate it if we could eat breakfast together. Ifumi plates up our food and brings it to the table, and we soon begin to eat. This is so good. Cosmo shovels rice into her mouth with her chopsticks. Her face flushes with pleasure. It's delicious. I'm in heaven. You could try to eat a bit more cleanly. You've got food stuck to your cheeks. Let me. Ayu picks her napkins, then reaches across the table to clean Cosmo's face. Cosmo doesn't squirm away from Ayu's attentions. She sits patiently, her chopsticks aloft as Ayu wipes her occasionally tuts. There, much better. You look almost presentably now. Were it not for your questionable fashion choices, I still don't understand the appeal of those ears. They make you look infantile. A new word, infantile. But your stage costume is way friller, another one, and more childish than anything. I wear it, Ayu. No, it isn't. Stage clothes exist, accentuate my beauty. They are unparalleled. Another word right here. Wow, new words than school. Now this argument sounds pretty familiar. I've heard it before at the train station where the pair of us were leaving Ryokan. That's a train station. These two always argue, guys. But I think they must care for one another. If they didn't, Ayu wouldn't fuss or over Cosmos as she does, and Cosmos would insist upon their being friends. It's a shame Ayu's too prickly to admit she might ever like anybody. While Ayu and Cosmos bicker, Hifumi turns to me and poses a question. Would you care to go for a walk with me later? It's a beautiful day and I thought I might like to see more of the beach or maybe the cliffs. I think it would be nice to stretch my legs. And it would be nicer still if you joined me, Hiroki. If that's what you want, then sure. I don't mind tagging along. It'd be my pleasure. Wonderful. Hifumi beams. We could bring a picnic too. If you like, you certainly seem to enjoy my cooking, and I very much enjoy cooking for you. There's some leftover rice from breakfast, so I can make rice balls. Rice balls. And maybe rolled egg omelets. Ooh, I want to try those so badly, guys. That's all pretty classic picnic fare, huh? Yeah. It's the sort of stuff my mother used to put in my lunchbox at school. Now I feel kind of nostalgic. Can you do ginger chicken or hamburger steak? I can make almost anything. The fridge is stocked full of ingredients and it would be a shame to waste them. Tell me your requests. If you have them, I shall turn them into reality. That's so cool. You sound like a mage. A mage? You know the mage from Fantasy Tavern, Veronica. I am a succubus. I do know one or two spells, but when it comes to cooking, I prefer to use my own hands. Two hands. No cheating. The only magic I need is my love for Hiroki. What? Spoken like a true housewife? Your devotion is so bright, glittery, my eyes starting to tear up. I love a cute waifu to cook for me. Waifu! Really? She says waifu right there. That's something from Hazel. I'm tempted to invite myself along your little picnic, but I had Hiroki to myself a bunch of the other day. I wouldn't want to cramp your style, and I still want to get some more jogging done. Would you mind saving me some of your ginger chicken, though? Of course I wouldn't mind. I can make extra chicken if you want some. It would be my pleasure. Nothing makes me happier than feeding others. She's literally a whole mother. Alright, Hazel punches her fist in the air in celebration, while Ayu pretends to gag. You act way too nice, Hifumin. You're giving me a sugar overdose here. Sugar overdose? Oh, dude, I did not think my miso soup was particularly sweet, but perhaps I made a mistake. I think your food is delicious, Hifumi. Pay Ayu no heed. She's just jealous because you can ply Hiroki with food and she cannot. I've heard rumors about her culinary skills or lack of, and it is truly tragic. She burns cereal. She burns cereal? What? How does she even do this? Really, is that true? That was the only time. It was just a mistake. I can't believe she burned cereal. What? How do you burn cereal? That's one hell of a mistake. How do you even do that? I don't know. It's not my fault. It's my maid's for taking the day off work. I didn't need to cook and clean because she does it all for me. I'm too famous to fuss about making my own food. Ayu turns her nose up in the air, arms crossed, while Maria smirks. How hopeless you are, dear Ayu. I am very busy myself, but even I know the basics. You really do have nothing to offer. Save your foul temper. Now I think I would join Hifumi and Hiroki on their walk. I have no desire to stay here and babysit you squabbling children. Is that alright, Hifumin? I don't mind at all. But what about you, Hiroki? Do you have any objections? Of course not. I like spending the time with all of you. But of course you do. I am irresistible after all. And so is my food. Of course your food. Perhaps I'll make some cute apple bunnies too. Apple bunnies? Oh my, yo, she's the perfect wife, guys. If anybody's looking for a perfect housewife, Hifumi's the right one, right here. All for you. And maybe some cookies. I would have loved to feed them to you, Hiroki, perhaps while you are lying on my lap. Nothing would make me happier than that. Takes about an hour about Hifumi Marina, and I finally crest the summit of this hill. From our vantage point, the rest of the beach is sprawled beneath us like a patchwork, all golden sand and azure sea. The hike was a challenging one, but the view more than makes up for it, as if does Hifumi's cooking. Here you are, dear. Say, ah. Hifumi offers me a piece of rolled egg omelet pinched between her chopsticks. I have blinked my eyes falling shut, and Hifumi pops the piece of omelet into my mouth. I chew on it, savoring its soft, fluffy texture. It feels like I'm biting into clouds. I'm left with only somewhat sweet aftertaste when I swallow. It's Moorish, and I'm after craving more of Hifumi's cooking. She makes cooking look so easy, but I know a lot of effort goes into every single one of her dishes. She's incredibly thorough, and she made all of this for my sake. The picnic spreads its legs out on tartan blanket we brought with us. Hifumi really pulled out the stops as it shows. There's huge array of different dishes, all of them staples for any lunchbox. In addition to the rolled egg omelets, Hifumi also made rice balls, the ginger, chicken, and hamburg steak I requested, octopus wieners, salted eggplants, all sorts of other dishes. Oh my gosh. Why does it feel like I'm at some restaurant, some type of restaurant that has all of this? Like, she's the... I doubt I'll be able to eat all this, but it's so good I'm tempted to try. Do you like it, dear? I love it. Goodness, you're so complimentary. I really do appreciate it. Ifumi giggles coyly while cupping her cheeks with one hand. Alas, I am too aware of my shortcomings. The egg omelets are not perfectly even, and I use a bit too much oil. I will have to be more careful next time. You mean you can make food that tastes even better than this? I can hardly credit it. Her cooking's so good already. If it leveled up even more, I'd run the risk of turning into a real glutton. Yikes. I can't stop myself on Hifumi's cooking all day. Maybe I should take up jogging with Hazel. It's hell to wake up so early, but it might be necessity if I don't want to pack on the pounds. Is there anything you would like to sample next? Perhaps my hamburg steak? I've been eyeing that for a while. Yeah, you know me too well. I only know you as well as any wife should know her husband. Hifumi picks up the mini steak, deftly in her chopsticks, with the fluid motion of one who plays competitive karutas, then offers it to me. I peck the steak from the chopsticks like a bird night while Marina watches. You fawn over Hiroki too much, Hifumi. You're spoiling him. Jeez, why are you feeling so angry? Perhaps I am, but how can I help it? When I love somebody, I want to only make them happy. There is nothing more important to me than Hiroki's happiness. That's very sweet. But did you ever stop considering that it is because of your pampering Yui turned out so selfish? Oh no. Oh no, that turns up. Hifumi sets her chopsticks down and frowns. That did not occur to me. No, I did not realize. But perhaps there is a grain of truth in what you say. Yui is my cousin and I care for her deeply. I was so relieved when she agreed to ascend the throne in my place. I was perhaps too fond in our subsequent interactions. I wish to become a trusted advisor she could rely on, more akin to a big sister than an official figure. But I fear I was too lax with her. I let her get away with many precarities which slowly began to escalate. It's alright, Hifumi. Yui can be a bit difficult, but she's not all bad. She's not as possessive as she used to be. She's mellowed out a lot. Thank you for consoling me, Hiroki. It is kind of you. Though if you were to hold a grudge, I understand. If I had done a better job as Yui's mentor, I doubt she would have subject you to torment that she said. I am responsible for all that occurred in Succubus' room, however, indirectly, and I have felt some degree of guilt about it. Perhaps that is why I am so determined to pamper you. I have been constipating, and I never realized it. My affection is not stifling, is it? It's fine, don't worry. If it was an issue, I'd say so myself. So don't fret. I don't like playing mind games with people. I never keep you guessing. Thank you. That means a lot to me, Hiroki. Truly it does. And I shall continue to fawn over you, if you don't mind. That is simply how I am. Hifumi shifts closer to me, then presses her chest against my arm. I wish we could always stay like this. I don't. I don't. I like keeping busy, and I know if I took a too long break, I would get too tired of it. I may not be a succubus princess, but in my own domain, I am in charge. All my employees obey me, and they cower before me. There is nothing more amusing than that. Issuing orders gratified as if having them fulfilled. But one's life cannot be nothing but work. We all need distractions, else we'll go mad. And you are very fine distraction indeed, darling. Marina shifts against my side, her fingers linking through mine while Fumi nestles against my opposite arm. The pair of them lean in close, sandwiching in between me the delicious warmth of their bodies. The breeze stirs their hair so it brushes against my cheek. I can smell their shampoo when I inhale. The taste of Hifumi's delicious homemade food lingers onto my tongue while my other senses are completely enraptured by these two gorgeous succubi. Really, am I lucky? Hifumi's food is good, but my dear Hiroki, Marina smiles wickedly. You are good enough to eat. Whoa, whoa. Okay. Marina presses a kiss against my cheek. As does Hifumi. Their lips are soft and their chests are pushed up against my arm. I have ascended. This must be what paradise feels like. I've endured various trials and tribulations thanks to these succubi, but I'm glad that they came into my life regardless. I wouldn't want to be without them. Marina draws back her voice throaty and murmurs into my ear. Now I'm starting to get hungry. Me too, I can't hold back much longer. I love you, Hiroki, and I want to pamper you as much more than I have already. As your future wife, that is my duty. I'm going to fill you up with my love until you can't take another bite. I spent the rest of the evening recuperating after the rigorous workout Marina and Hifumi gave me. I ate the dinners Hifumi prepared, which is delicious and as always, and while away my hours on the couch watching TV. Hifumi and Cosmo are sitting with me. There's some documentary about samurai that Hifumi seems particularly fascinated with, though I'm not really watching it. I'm too tired of paying much attention, particularly to the goings on in the 17th century. Cosmo surprisingly seems pretty into the documentary, but I think she's more amused by all historical reenactments and the highly exaggerated speech adopted by actors in their heavily samurai regalia than intrigued by dates and facts. She's certainly getting more than a TV program of this sort deserves. Does she think it's supposed to be some kind of comedy? Hazel went for another jog. Marina answers some work emails in her room. As for Ayu, I'm not sure where she is. She's shot off after dinner. Maybe to practice after steps in her studio for an upcoming tour. I yawn, pressing one hand to my mouth. It's not 10 yet, but I feel pretty tired. I am about hitting the hay already when... Hey Hiroki, yes, finally Ayu took me and her. Just the two of us together. Ayu appears in the doorway in a flurry of orange twintails and flaps her pastel pink skirt. Now that's a coincidence. I was just thinking about her. Hey Ayu, do you want something? Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. It's nice, quiet evening, and as the sun will soon be setting, I was wondering. Oh, then Cosmo interrupts us. Cosmo tears her eyes away from the TV screen where Mitsuhide is about to ambush Nobunaga and stares at me. Are you right? The sun will be setting soon. And Ayu scuffs both hands planted firmly on her hips. What is it to you? I was waiting for the sunset so I could go and take a few photos. The sunset's very aesthetic, particularly over the shoreline. It would look good on my rapid pound feed, especially if I took a few wide angles or maybe applied a filter. I could take some really artistic photos of the sky and then the cliffs and the ocean, and I could take some photo shots of myself in the bikini too. I could make a whole bunch of albums of them and call it a summertime date with Cosmos. Though of course you're the only person I really want to go on a date with, Hiroki. Cosmos reassures me, winding one arm through mine. It's with expectant eyes that she peers at me, press her chest up against my side as she says, would you mind going for a walk with me? I'm sure I'll be able to take even better photos if you can hold my phone for me. You want me to help you with your rapid pound content? If you wouldn't mind. Cosmo blinks with winsomely, her eyes lashes and trembling Is that no good? Don't you want to help? It's kind of weird taking lewd photos of my girlfriend so she can upload them to the internet, but I guess it's fine if I'm the only one who can touch you. Towards it though, it may sound, it's actually quite the appealing idea. Cosmos thousands upon the thousands of fans will gawp at her in her cute cat-made bikini while fantasizes about strolling along the sunset beach with her. But in actuality, I'm the only one who will ever be able to do such thing. It'll be one-upping all these guys from Shadows and they'll never say no. Goodness me, are you alright, Hiroki? You have quite the strange expression upon your face. Huh, I do? Yes indeed. I like a no mask for a moment. You look almost demonic. Demonic? Whoa. Sorry about that. I'll just fantasize about something. It must have been quite the fantasy to promote such an extreme reaction from you. Yeah, I guess you could say that. I'm awakening to a new skimming side I never knew I possessed. Really, that is exciting. Hifumi giggles. I certainly wouldn't mind being taken advantage by you. You're so shameless, Hifumin. Only when Hiroki is involved, I fear he brings it out of me. You had your fun with Hiroki already. You went out on a walk with him, and you and Marina. Cosmo squeezes my arm between hers, her butterscotch eyes affixed upon mine. I'm going to have some fun with Hiroki now. Can we go for a walk? Can we please? Sure thing, I love to, Cosmos. Yay, thank you. And will you help me take photos? It'll be my pleasure. Alright everyone, this is the end of part 14 of Sakura Succubus 4. Part 15 should be the last, okay? So yes, so thank you everyone for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.